This looks like one of those videos from like Homeland where someone's been tortured and kidnapped, and the torturers and kidnappers are getting the kidnappee to do a video to say, "I'm okay. They're treating me really well, and I am begging you to please release somebody on behalf of these people, and then they will release me from captivity." That's bad. That's terrible.
Retro Unboxing.
Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jonathan, thanks for watching. You're watching this introduction being filmed on a Nokia 8210 4G. Now I have not yet seen the video quality. I'm not expecting much from it because this has a VGA camera, which I believe is 0.3 of a megapixel. So I'm not entirely sure it's going to be great, but this is the camera for the Nokia 8210 4G 2022 model. VGA camera in 2022. Can't wait to see the quality. Watch the rest of the video. Enjoy. Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jonathan, thanks for watching. Today I'm having a look at something kind of a little bit different in that it's brand new. It is the Nokia 8210. Now, you may have seen my previous video, which was also an unboxing of the Nokia 8210. Only that model was from 1999, and this one is from 2022, well, basically last week. It's just been released, and I didn't even know it existed or it was going to exist until I was just doing a bit of research on the original Nokia 8210 from 1999, and while I was doing that research, this popped up on a Google search. So I went straight onto Nokia's website, ordered it immediately, and it arrived a couple of days later, or a couple of days ago to me now. So I am going to unbox it. I appreciate that it's. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say it's still a retro unboxing, isn't it? Come on. And then I'm going to have a look at it, see what's in here. It doesn't look like a lot, and then compare it to the original, the 1999 Nokia 8210. So I'm just going to crack straight on with it. To be fair, it's not often I get to do an actual unsealing unboxing, but here we go. Come on. That is now unsealed. Pop this open. What the hell? Come on. This can't be so difficult. Oh, I've ripped the bloody box now. Come on. Oh, that was harder than it needed to be. Come on, Nokia. Ta-da! Jesus, that's massive. Look at the size of that thing. I'm going to have to compare this to some other phones because right, so I'm just going to read you a few things off the website, right? Inspired by yesterday, built for tomorrow, Nokia 8210 is a nod to its predecessor, bringing you even bolder design principles in an array of striking colours. The colours aren't particularly striking. Honestly, I thought I'd ordered the white one. Turns out this is blue, grey, whatever. Dolphin blue. Not really bothered, but there we go. So apparently it's got a big battery, delivers longer talk time, and an FM radio, so at least I'll be able to listen to Nottingham Forest on this on Saturdays. Weeks of standby time. Cool. So it would seem immediately that the only similarity between this phone and the original 8210 is the weeks of standby time. I mean, that is huge. Wow. It's massive. Now, I'm just going to quickly compare it to the 99 8210 just to show you a size comparison. I genuinely expected this to be half this size. I would say it's, it's not. It's double. Right, I'll put that back on charge. So yes, first impressions, it's actually quite, it's really light. It feels quite solid, just giving it a little twist, and there's a little bit of flex in there, but it's pretty solid. It's not what you'd call a brick. I would also, in terms of style and design, it kind of, I think it's more reminiscent to the 3210. Tell me what you think. See what else is in the box. Oh, this is old school Nokia, isn't it? A charger, and this is micro USB as opposed to USB-C. Naughty, naughty. I thought that most manufacturers were being told now, particularly in Europe, that they had to use USB-C. See what Apple does. And then a battery. At least the battery comes separately, old school Nokia style. And this is BL L4E. They've stuck with the BL naming convention. Cool. See if there's any charge in it. And the other thing we've got in here is a little instruction booklet, which is just considers itself a quick start guide. I'm going to not use that at all. I'm going to crack on, because these videos just end up being hours long, and I just blabber on about nothing. So let's get this thing open. We do have a... Oh, no, right, okay. We have dual SIM card slots. It's a little bit awkward. Hopefully that's in. Pop the battery in. Oh, yeah, one thing I have noticed. Obviously the original 8210 did not have a camera. This one does. I wonder how bad it is. I mean, I wonder how good it is. Pop the back on. I've already dirtied the screen, so I'm going to get my cloth of cleanliness out. The screen is definitely plastic, so there's no chance of that being Gorilla Glass. I mean, even with the battery in, it's still pretty light, to be fair. Power button is on the top, so at least that's in the same place as the original. Let's get it started up. No, that isn't the power button, is it? That looks like it's some sort of LED torch. I'm going to guess now then that we use this button to turn it on. Yes, there we go. It's actually quite a nice little screen. Okay, what do we got? Hi there. Let's get set up. What's your language? Bad. Oh. Do you want to set the time and date now? Yeah, go on then. Time is 12:47 in the PM, and it is the 11th of August. Is August the 8th month or the 9th? Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, 8, 22. Save. Okay, it's back out of there. Font size, I'm going to stay with small, thank you. Power saving mode. Power saving mode will turn off mobile data, Bluetooth and LCD brightness for extended power use. You can save further by disabling 4G, etc, etc. I mean, the fact that I've still got a 23-year-old 8210, not sure I need to worry about warranties. To be fair, I think the thing that, you know, in my head now, rather than comparing it to the old 8210, I'm comparing it in my head to the iPhone 13 that I use daily. And actually, it's okay. When you think of how much an iPhone costs, and the fact that this is 65 quid, it's kind of not bad. It's a nice little package, I'd say. I would consider it I mean, it's not for me, granted, you know, I'm not the target audience, but if I was going to have one of these things, maybe I'd take it for nights out where I'm on a bender and don't want to smash my iPhone up. It's quite a nice little nod. Once the phone's locked, you have to press the star button to unlock it, like old school. So what do we got? Well, we don't need to look at call history. There's no call history. We've got a contacts book. Don't need to look at that. Right, so we've got a gallery, and I'm not taking any photos, so there's nothing in there. I'm going to go straight to the camera. I want to take a photo. That is awful. See how that looks. I'm going to take a selfie, and I'm going to pop that into the video. That, and I'm quite, you know, quite well lit. I can just see the phone camera screen, and I look terribly overly exposed. Oh, that's awful. I think this is the equivalent camera to something from maybe 2005. That's bad. And there is a so it's not a touch screen, which is kind of patently obvious just by the quality of the screen. But there's a video mode. This looks like one of those videos from like Homeland where someone's been tortured and kidnapped, and the torturers and kidnappers are getting the kidnappee to do a video to say, I'm okay, they're treating me really well, and I am begging you to please release somebody on behalf of these people, and then they will release me from captivity. That's bad. That's terrible. I'm going to include the raw footage in the video as well, just so you can see it, but that's absolutely terrible. Do not buy this phone if you are a photographer or want to use it just for occasional snaps. Just don't. What else we got? Internet. Opera Mini. I mean, this is more of a throwback to sort of mid-2000s, early 2000s, I think. Let's go to Google. Let's Google. I mean, one thing I would say for it immediately is that it's actually quite intuitive. The back button's where you would expect it to be. The buttons are quite big, so they're quite easy to operate. You know, if you wanted your young child to have a phone, or your grandparents or whatever, it does feel very kind of easy to use. Not having a touchscreen is strange now, I must say. But there at least we do find some images of Taylor Swift in a bikini. On a paddle boat. What's happening is I'm pressing down to move that little box there. I think what I'm doing is my finger is fouling on the centre button and selecting something that I didn't want to select. So, alright, we can go straight onto Facebook, although Facebook isn't an app, it's just a web page. So I'm guessing maybe at this point you can't put apps on here. The fact that the Facebook thing is just... So it does have Snake. I'm going to have a look at settings in a moment. Let's have a look at Snake. Oh. Oh, hang on, hang on. What? Snake, continue. Although, to be fair, I'm doing much better on this version than I did on the old 8210 version. 26 cherries, look. Who knew that snakes love cherries? Right, let's come out of that because I'm going to be at it forever. Right, what else have we got in the menu? Right, FM radio. Oh, did that say I've got to... Now, I'm probably going to have to delete this from the video. It's actually pretty good radio reception. Let's just find a radio station where there's talking.
Features Into's live broadcast from the Edinburgh Festival. Live once again at 11 o'clock tomorrow on Radio 3. And from autumn, let me return you to the heat of the summer now with a suggestion.
I'm quite impressed. I genuinely will now be able to listen to Nottingham Forest play at the weekend in the Premier League. Yeah, that's pretty cool. 65 quid for an FM radio. Because it has got a headphone port at the top there. The micro SD port is at the bottom. What else have we got? Settings, system, online software update. So what it hasn't asked me to do, so the phone is up to date with the latest software. What it's not asked me to do yet is connect to Wi-Fi or anything, which I'm not particularly bothered about. So you can put MP3s on here, if anybody still knows how to do MP3s, because I genuinely don't. English with Oxford. Ooh, so we've got a quiz. Let's go for intermediate. English with Oxford by Origin Data. We were very surprised that her decision. So I'm going to say by. Correct. So we have Tetris. And you can only play it 5 times or you have to buy it. The cost of the game is 3 GBP. Which is not bad, to be fair. 5 free trials. Let's have a free trial. Yes, we want sound. Ooh. Maybe we don't want sound. I didn't turn that sound off. Ooh. Racing attack. Let's have a look at that. Oh, Jesus. This is like Samsung D900. Look how the car just moves. There's no animation. It's just like, oh, it was there, and now it's there. Wow. Ooh, I can... Car's got blue flames coming out of the exhaust, so that's good news. Oh, I've crashed. Torch. Whoa! That isn't going to light the way for a hamster trying to find its way through a small field of tiny, short blades of grass. That's the weakest torch in existence. Voice recorder, pretty self-explanatory. Right, so there's a files browser. The phone has 30 megabytes of internal memory, and as far as I can tell, there is no way of expanding that with any kind of SD card. I'm just going to look into this and add just a little bit of text underneath just here at some point to say whether you can add extra storage or not. I don't think you can. So kind of that's about it really, folks. I saw it online. I thought, you know what, I'm having a look at the old school 8310. So let's have a look at this brand new one. Does it compare in any way, shape or form to this little beauty? I mean, they've kind of got the style about similar. You've got this, you know, the little grey kind of bezel. It kind of apes it. The buttons are a similar shape, obviously the same layout there. So it's I suppose similar in that regard. This is asking me to stick a SIM card in now because I've put the SIM card from here into there, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Obviously this has a camera, this does not have a camera. Nokia are trying to sell this as a kind of throwback, which I guess it is, apart from the size and the thickness. Hey, anyway, well, let me know what you think of the phone. I think it's okay. I think for 65 quid it's pretty decent. What do you guys think? Let me know. Alright, and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
Retro Unboxing.